Have you ever broken a bone doing something so pathetic that you wish never even happened to you before in your life? Something that you regret and wish you could just go back and just take away, just make like it never even happened? Although it's already said and done with my story, I really don't care because I'm fine now. But at the time, it was just terrible. But let me tell you, growing up in Seaside Park, I broke my elbow at a very young age. My left elbow, to be exact. Growing up, I always used to hang out with the kids older than me because I always preferred those kids more. They were more mature. I always fitted in better with them, and they actually liked me, so I was just always hanging out with them. Every day, we used to just hang out at my house, play a bunch of sports, a bunch of physical activities, anything, you name it, basketball. We used to play baseball, football, wiffle ball, all this fun stuff. And then one day, my mom gets new furniture. So we're all at my house hanging out, and we just got to move furniture out of the house, in the house. We're throwing out a couch. We put it by the curb. We put it by the curb, and my one friend Kyle, he's like a daredevil. He likes to do like crazy stuff. So he puts it in front of my fence, and he's like, "Yo, everybody, check this out!" And he's like a real crazy dude. So he runs, he just jumps on the couch and just springs over the fence. He comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, you got to try this, man. It's awesome. It's so cool." I'm like, I don't think so, because meanwhile, I'm really young at the time. He's got like three ages over me, so I'm 3 years younger than him. So I'm young, and I was just like, I don't know if I can do this. He's like, come on, just do it. So I'm like, okay. I go, I give it a try. I stopped. I was like, can I do this? And then he's like, come on, you got to do it. And I was like, all right, whatever. So I go back. I run as fast as I can. I jump. I jump on the couch, try to go over the fence and clear it. My two back legs clip the fence, and I fall straight forward to the concrete. And instead of letting because I don't want to let my face just bash in the concrete, I put my arms out, and my elbow just straight snaps. My left elbow just straight snaps because I'm just holding myself up to protect my face. And all of a sudden, I'm just there. I'm screaming in pain. I'm crying. And all my older friends are around. My mom's boyfriend, he was like painting the house at the time too while we were all unloading the new furniture in and taking it out. Drops all his tools, comes running over. I'm just sitting there screaming in pain. My elbow, my left elbow, it's literally out like a football. It's so bad. I get rushed to the hospital. I was just in the worst pain I've ever been in my life. And to be exact, when I went and got the x-rays, I broke my growth plate in my elbow. So as you can see, when you break a growth plate, the original bone, in my case, it was my arm, my elbow. My arm wasn't supposed to grow back as long as my right arm because I broke the left. But luckily, it did. I could show you right now. Here's my right elbow. See how there's like a little indent right there? This is the good one. This one right here, my left, is the one I broke. This is the one I broke my growth plate. There's like a square over it. See that? It's like big. Like look at the difference. Indent, square. Like, I mean, it kind of looks the same now, but if you were here in person, you could tell it's like it's a big difference, and it's not something you want to do. And originally, my arm was supposed to grow like this, like shorter, but luckily, it came back the same length. So I was blessed right there, thank goodness. But as times went on, the elbow would always just break. It would always just start hurting, and I'd play manhunt a couple times around the neighborhood. One time I jumped the fence, it broke, it popped out of place again. This is just a bad spot. It was very sensitive, the growth plate. You don't want to do that anywhere with the growth plate. Another time I was skateboarding, I tried to do a trick down a stair set, fell back, put my arm out, it just broke again. So about a total amount of times I broke this elbow, the growth plate, like 5 times. It's just terrible. It hasn't happened in years. So I'm very thankful for it. But it's a tragedy, man. It's so bad, and it hurts. It's something you do not want to bear. But as far as that goes, for future reference, visualize. I'm just telling you never to do something like this. Don't listen to your friends to do a stupid stunt because it's just not worth it. You don't want to risk breaking anything. In my case, like your elbow, which you use, you're always going to use your arm to pick things up and whatnot. You gotta just use it. But just be smart and just do what you gotta do. If someone's peer pressuring you to say no, I'm not feeling it, I can't do it. Just be you. Don't be that idiot.